Okay, hello, students. Good morning. So today the new topic uh, that is simple interest and compound interest. So more often, ame kon bhabu, this is a difficult topic. Everybody gets scared of this simple interest and compound interest, but it is not so difficult if you are clear with your percentage concept. Then this topic will also be very easy for you. Okay. So first, what we will do, we will try to understand the basic formulas for simple interest and compound interest. Then we will solve few questions so that the concept would be clear for you. Okay. So simple interest and compound interest. What is the basic difference between these two things? Okay. Simple interest means you are paying, in the layman's language, you can say you are paying interest on principal only. Okay. But what is compound interest? In compound interest, you are paying interest on principal and also the interest generated during that period. We will see. We will take example. Then it will be more clear to you. Okay. First, let us understand the simple interest. What did I say? Simple interest is interest on principal only. Let's say you have given a loan of 1,000 rupees at a rate of interest. I say rate of interest of 10 percentage per annum. Annum means per year. Okay. So here what happens? 1,000 rupees initial investment, maybe you can take initial investment 1,000 rupees. Rate of interest 10%. So tomorrow principal है 1,000. P. Normally we write P. P is 1,000. And what is R? R is the rate of interest, that is 10. Okay. What happens? Suppose you have invested for 2 years. So initially the principal was 1,000, interest. Interest of a rate of interest, sorry, not interest. Rate of interest is given 10%. So 1,000 rupees is the 10% rate of interest rate. 1 year investment है तार interest कितने मिलेगा? 10% of 100. 10% of 1,000 is 100 rupees. So 1,000 rupees more investment थिला, 10% of rate of interest है तार interest मिला in 1 year, that is 100 rupees. So suppose 1 year पर तुम्हें you want the money back, तो तुमको कितने मिलेगा? Total amount. We say that total amount. Total amount तुमको मिलेगा 1,000 principal amount plus the interest, so that is 1,100 rupees. Suppose you invested 2 years. 2 years हेले कौन? तुम principal change होनी, principal रहेगा same. Rate of interest of 10% is given. So this is first year. This is first year. This is second year. Okay. Second year कौन? 1,000 10%. Another 100 rupees तुमको मिलेगा. 10% of 1,000. तो तुमको कितने मिलेगा टोटल? 1,000 मोर प्रिंसिपल थिला. फर्स्ट ईयर रे मोर इंटरेस्ट है 100 रुपीस. सेकंड ईयर इंटरेस्ट है 100 रुपीस. तो टोटल कितने मिलेगा? 1,000 plus 100 plus 100. That is 1,200 rupees. 1,200. So this is the simple calculation for simple interest. अच्छा, तापाई हमरो we have a formula. Formula कौन होची? Formula is like this. Simple interest. Simple interest is PTR by 100. What is P? You know, principal. T is the time period. T is the time period. time period, since rate of interest is given 10% per annum, so time also we will take in the number of years. Okay, and 100. So for this question tomorrow simple interest kete hobo, p ta thila 1000, time period is what, we have invested our amount for 2 years, so 2 into rate of interest is given 10%, so into 10 divided by 100, so kete asu tomorrow, this will give you 200. Okay, so simple interest for 2 years is 200. Now total amount kon hobo, total amount means principal plus investment misijibo, p plus si, simple interest, so that is 1000 plus 200 equals to 1200. Okay, so either you okay, either you this way, you this is the simple calculation what I have shown how simple interest is being calculated, or else sithi pai hi amaro formula achi. This is the formula. Formula is what, simple interest is PTR by 100, total amount is principal plus 100, principal plus simple interest, so that is 1000 plus 200, this is 1200. Now we will see what happens to the compound interest. Compound interest is similar kon hobo, principal is given 1000, rate of interest is given 10% per annum, ଆଉ କଣ ଦିଆଯାଇଛି, compounding annually. This is given and investment period is 2 years. Then what is the total amount you will get after 2 years? Same thing, let us tabulate first year. Principal, rate of interest given, interest and total amount. है ना, principal थिला 1000, rate of interest 10% देइची, तो interest केते दबो 10% of 1000, same calculation 10 by 100 into 1000, that is 100 rupees. तो total amount केते दबो, principal plus interest 1000 plus 100, that is 1100. So far for the first year तमे देखिबो simple interest and compound interest is nothing different. Simple interest will कोन थिला, first year 1000 थिला principal, interest थिला 100, total amount 1100. Similarly compound interest भी same thing हला, 1000 थिला, interest थिला 100, total amount हला 1100. But things will change from second year onwards. Second year कौन हबो, simple interest तमर principal we have taken only 1000 rupees only, but आमे कौन discuss करले, compound interest कौन होती, the principal changes because you have to pay interest on the principal and also the interest generated during that period. So for compound interest second year पाई तो principal कौन है जो, this 1000 plus this total amount will become the principal for the next year. So this is 1100. ठीक है, 1100 different inks. Okay, this will become, sorry, $1100. Again rate of interest is 10%. So interest कौन हो, 10 by 100 into 1100, that is 110. So total amount कौन हो, 1100 plus ये जो interest generate इतला second year है 110, that is 1210. So this is the amount you will get if you are investing 1000 rupees, rate of interest 10% per annum for 2 years, then the total amount you will get 1210. If it is compound interest, you will get total amount of 1200 if the investment is in simple interest. Okay, this is the basic difference. Now we will come to the formula for compound interest. Compound interest formula कौन होची, this is the formula you need to remember. total amount compound interest हमें total amount directly बाहर करते हैं. Total amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. What is P? You know, P is the principal. And R is the rate of interest per compounding period. T is the number of compounding period. R is, you don't take that R is rate of interest per annum always. We will see different examples. So always you remember rate of interest per compounding period. It account this compounding annually lekha. You see, compounding annually. Sethipai ame R को 10% per annum नहीं 10% per annum. Okay. And T is the number of compounding periods. Jodi annually compound hochi 2 years रे केते थर compounding होबो 2 times होबो. So T for this question we can take 2. So our answer कौन होबो? This will be principal is 1000 into 1 plus R is given 10, 100 and number of compounding period is 2. So you will get 1000 into this is 110 by 100 square. So it gets cancelled. 1000 into 11 square by 10 square. So you will get 1210 as the answer. So either you put the formula directly or you can calculate like this way. Now let us compile both the formulas so that it will be clear for you. Simple interest. First कौन करिबा तमे interest बाहर करि परिबो. Interest is PTR by 100 and total amount is principal plus interest PTR by 100. This is the simple formula for simple interest. What is compound interest? Compound interest तमे first कौन बाहर करिबो total amount. Total amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. And what is R here? R is the rate of interest for compounding period. T is the rate of interest. T is the number of compounding periods. Now, R and T, we will see the difference. Compounding period, all these things. Two scenarios I will give. Principal is given 1000. Rate of interest is given 10% per annum. And time period is 2 years. So what is the total amount? Total amount and one more thing, compounding period also we have to give. Compounding annually. This is scenario 1. Scenario 2 karo? Principal is 1000. Rate of interest is 10% per annum. Time period is 2 years, same thing. Compounding half yearly. First compounding annually, this is compounding half yearly. So this is the difference. So for the scenario 1, for both the things you can put the formula. Total amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 into T. Here also total amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. So, but R and T will change for both the questions. So, देखो 83 कौन about 1000 above principal is 1000 1 plus compounding period कौन थिला annum थिला but rate of interest per annum हमें देइचे that is 10. So, you can say 10 by 100. Time period, how many compounding periods are there? 2. That every year से compounding हला 2 years से कितना compounding होगा 2 times. So it is 2. So आपको solve करी you can get the answer. But for this question, the total amount 1001 plus it R कितना हो? R is what we are taking rate of interest per compounding period. It given कौन होचे? Rate of interest 10% is per annum थिला. जदि पर एनम पर गोटे ईयर 10% अच्छी बट कंपाउंडिंग पीरियड कौन अच्छे हाफ ईयरली तो 6 मंथ्स के 10/2 that is 10/2 that is 5%. So you can take this is 5/100 to the power t. T that कौन थिला how many compounding periods are there. So every 6 months रे the compounding और 2 years रे केतरा 6 months आउची 4 times 1 year 6 months data आसीबो another second year 6 months. So it हबो answer हबो 4. So this is the difference. This is 1000 into 1 plus r 10/100 to the power 2. This is 1000 into 1 plus 5/100 to the power 4. So that is why we are saying r is rate of interest per compounding period. T is the number of compounding periods are there. Okay. Hope it is clear. The compounding simple interest pretty simple is ethre kichi nahi r the rate of interest per annum nahi jo t in number of years if you convert then you will get the answer. Okay. Now if it is clear, let us do few questions. Okay. A certain sum of money kept at simple interest triples itself in 8 years. In how many years it will be 5 times? Okay. गोटे किसी sum of money अच्छी simple interest कहते देनी. Okay. But rate of interest they have not given. They are just saying that की total amount 3 times है गला triples. आठ केते वर्ष रे 8 years रे. In how many years it will be 5 times? तो 5 टाइम हेबा बिंदा केते वर्ष लागबो. Okay. Let us do first. We will solve by taking the formula. First you draw this. आमर प्रिंसिपल जदि p थिला 8 years रे कोन होची 3 टाइम्स हे जाउ 3p हे जाउची है ना. आउटे सिनेरियो से कोन पजाउची प्रिंसिपल जदि p थिला after some time it become 5p. How many years? How many years पर एटा हबो 5 times. This is the question. Okay, nothing else. Okay. आमर सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फॉर्मूला कोन टोटल अमाउंट इज फर्स्ट सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फाइंड आउट करो. सिंपल इंटरेस्ट फॉर्मूला कोन थिला सिंपल इंटरेस्ट इज PTR by 100. Okay. एटी जदि p थिला okay just PTR by 100 और टोटल अमाउंट ऑफ फॉर्मूला कोन total amount is P plus PTR by 100. Okay, but total amount principal तो हमारा P देछि total amount देछि 3P. So total amount becomes 3P. So it हमें कौन कर परबा PTR by 100 3P minus P है जो 3P minus P that is 2P. Now P gets cancelled. Okay, so T is given 8 years. 8 into R by 100 equals to 2. So R is 200 by 8 that is 25. So rate of interest हमें जानी पाले it is 25%. Now come to this question. Total amount will be P plus PTR by 100. But total amount मते केते दरकार है 5 times 5P. So P plus PTR by 100 becomes 5P. So PTR by 100 equals to 5P minus P that is 4P. So P gets cancelled. Okay, but T तुमको find out करिया पड़ियो. R is हमें find out करचे that is 25%. So you can say T multiplied with 25 by 100 equals to 4. Okay. So T equals to 4 into 100 by 25 that is 16 years. So for this question the answer will become option B that is 16 years. You understood using this formula आमे कौन करले फर्स्ट रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बाहर करले फ्रॉम द गिवन डेटा रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट बाहरला 25% तापरे नेक्स्ट जो सिनेरियो अछि प्रिंसिपल ला 5 टाइम्स हबो सेथिरा में रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट पुट करले 25 देन हमरो टाइम पीरियड बाहरला 16. दिस इज अ कन्वेंशनल वे ऑफ डूइंग दिस क्वेश्चन बट आमे देखिबा आउट ए वेरी इजी अप्रोच अछि. व्हाट इज दैट वी विल सी. होप यू हैव Noted it down. Now let me erase everything. Then I will start with another method. Okay, another method, very logical. So principal was P, it becomes 3P in 8 years. Principal was P, it will become 5P in how many years? This is the question again. Acha. 8 is the amount of P thila principal and it becomes 3P. 3P is the total amount. So 2P jo badhila seta kon? P ru 2P bola, that is the interest generated. So you can say 2P interest. So in 8 years 2P interest generate ହେଇପାରୁଛି. Whatever rate of interest that you need not find. Okay. Now ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ ଅଛି? P ଥିଲା ତମର principal, 5P ହେଲା ତମର total amount. ତ ଏଇଠି ତମକୁ interest କେତେ ଦରକାର? 4P interest. Okay. Now it becomes a unitary method. 2P interest generate କରିବା ପାଇଁ 2P interest generate କରିବା ପାଇଁ ତମକୁ କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ଲାଗୁଛି? 8 years. 4P interest generate କରିବା ପାଇଁ କେତେ ବର୍ଷ ଲାଗିବ? 8 by 2P into 4P. So if you do this calculation, that is 16. So that is 16 years. So this is the answer which we got in the previous method also. So this is the answer is 16. This is very logical. So simple interest, compound interest question, not necessarily that you will always solve using the formula. Sometimes you have to use logic. Sometimes you have to use the concept of percentage. Then it becomes very easy for you. Okay. Hope you are getting. Just I mean, 2P interest generate kariya pai mate lagila 8 years. So our 4P interest generate kariya pai kete lagibo? 8 by 2P into 4P, that is 16 years. That is a simple calculation. Okay. Next question. If compound interest is charged on a certain sum for 2 years, for at 10%, the amount becomes 605. Find the principal amount. Find the principal amount. Okay. At Aku simply you can do using the formula. So if the compound interest charge certain sum, but compound interest they have given. Okay, sum of 2 years is at 10% per annum. Okay. Ame kon karibaku to make the calculation easy. देखो तमे जदि formula पकोछ कोन हो? Formula कोन अछि? Total amount is principal into 1 plus r by 100 to the power time period. 605. Total amount is 605 equals to principal. You don't know. 1 plus 10 by 100. T is 2. है ना? 605 equals to P into 110 by 10, 11 by 10 square. So 605 equals to P into 121 by 100. ठीक है? P equals to 605 into 100 by 121. So 5 divisible. So answer is 500 rupees. So principal amount is 500 rupees. Just directly you can use the formula. Okay. Total amount thila 605, principal bahar kariya achi, rate of interest 10% per annum, but compounding if nothing is given, it is compounding yearly only. You have to consider. So 11 by 10. So this is a pretty simple question. Now this is the question. What is the difference between the simple interest on a principal of 500 rupees being calculated at 5% per annum for 3 years and 4% per annum for 4 years? So principal तमरो 500 अछि, दीटा सिनेरियो देछि. गोटे सिनेरियो कोन होछि? Principal is given 500, 8 principal is 500, rate of interest for the first scenario is 5%, time period is 3 years. For the second case, rate of interest is 4%, time period is 4 years. Okay. Now they are asking what is the difference between the simple interest. So simple interest formula kano? Simple interest is PTR by 100. So that is 500 into 5 into 3 by 100. So you can say 500 into 15 by 100. For this thing, simple interest, simple interest 1, first scenario, simple interest second scenario is 500 into 4 into 4 by 100. So that is 500 into 16 by 100. But question is the difference. So difference is simple interest 2 minus simple interest 1. That is 500 into 16 by 100 minus 500 into 15 by 100. Okay. So you will get 500 by 100 common nature. 16 minus 15. 16 minus 15 कौन 1 होगा. So that is 5. 5 is your answer. 5 rupees is the difference between the SI for two different given scenarios. Gote thila 5% per annum for 3 years, another was 4% per annum for 4 years. Okay. Directly formula you can put. Question 4. What is the simple interest for 9 years on a simple interest for 9 years on a sum of 800 rupees if the rate of interest for the first 4 years is 8% per annum and for the last 4 years is 6% per annum. Okay, different data is given. Let us first draw the line for which year what is the interest. So what is the total investment period is 9 years. Okay, first 4 years रे कौन होइछि? First 4 years रे तुमरा अच्छा principal is given 800. Rate of interest for first 4 years is 8%. R1 you can say rate of interest for the first 4 years 8%. And for the last 4 years, suppose this is the last 4 years. This is R2 you can say. This is 6%. If total is 9 years, this is 4 years, this is 4 years, another 1 year is in between. But find what is the simple interest for 9 years in total. Now you see, no data is given for the middle 1 year. There is nothing given. Rate of interest not given. So how can I find? You cannot find the question answer for this question. So answer also you see option D is there, cannot be determined. So right answer for this question will be cannot be determined. Next question. Find the compound interest on 1000 rupees at the rate of 20% per annum for 18 months when interest is compounded half yearly. Now you see, it is a difference. Interest is compounded half yearly. So say formula first let us write the total amount. Total amount is principal into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. R hame kaun kohutile? R is the rate of interest per compounding period and T is the number of compounding periods. This is the difference. Now, it first compounding period called this said also important. Compounded half yearly. तो तमरो एमती होची तमरो 18 months अछि एटा होची 6 months another 6 months another 6 months है ना टोटल होची तमरो 18 months. So compounding period के तब 6 months 6 months 6 months 3 times होची 3 times compounding होची So definitely your time number of compounding period is 3. Now what happens to the rate of interest? Rate of interest कौन है? 20% per annum. माने 12 months ପାଇଁ ଯଦି 20% ହେଲା 6 months ପାଇଁ କଣ ହବ? କାଇଁ 6 months କାଇଁ ବାହାର କରୁଛୁ? Because compounding period they have given per half yearly. तो ଯଦି 20% per annum रहला rate of interest per annum is given 20%. So rate of interest per 6 months will be 20 divided by 2, that is 10%. Okay. So for this thing, this will be 10% you have to take in the formula. Now everything is there. Now you can use the formula and get the answer. Okay. Total amount will be, principal was given कितना principal 1000 into 1 plus 10 by 100 cube. So 1000 into 110 by 100 cube. So it is 1000 into 11 cube by 10 cube. So this is 1000 into 1331. 11 cube 1331 habo. And 10 cube kete habo? 1000. So answer is 1331. Okay. This is separate. Hana? 1331 is your answer. The right answer is option B. Are you getting? So it तुमको बाहर करिया पड़ो the correct rate of interest. Correct rate of interest माने कौन? Rate of interest per compounding period and correct time period. Time period is कौन? Number of compounding period. That is important. 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 18 months रे 3 6 months थिला. That is why we have taken time period as 3. Next question. What will be the simple interest on 1400 rupees at 9% per annum for the period from February 5? Achha, they have given number of days. February 5 to April 18, 2005. Okay. February 5 pro number of days re investment rahiche. Okay. Simple interest देछि तो हमर फॉर्मूला कोन हबो PTR by 100 but time period बाहर करिया पड़बो. So simple interest is what? Simple interest is PTR by 100. P देछि केते? P is given 1400. R तो देछि rate of interest per annum 9%. Time तमरो जे number of days रे बाहर करिवो कारण number of days देछि. Number of days दे बाहर कला परे ताकू 365 रे यदि divide करछो that will become in number of years. Okay. Suppose तमरो we will see kete days first. Okay. February 5 2005 to acha February write down this February, March and April. Okay. February, March and April. April रे कोन तमरो 1 to 18. March रे कोन हबो तमरो 1 to March केते? January, February, March 1 to 31 and February it is 5 to 18. Sorry, 5 to 28. Now again this is not a leap year. Leap year थले तमको कोन नै 29 नै थांदो. Leap year केम जानिबो? Suppose the year is divisible by 4. Then ताको leap year नै. But 2005 is not a leap year. So ए वाला question है, you have to consider this also, not a leap year. If it is not a leap year, then number of days in February is 28. That is why I have taken 5 to 28. March तो पूरा 31 days, 31 and April 1 to 18 है. April 1 to 18 के number of days के तब 18. This is 31 and this is what? 28 minus 5, that is 23. Okay, total कल कितना होच्छे 23 plus 31 कितना होला 4 to the 4 8 12 2 plus 1 3 3 6 plus 72. Okay, so you are getting 72 days total. February कौन होला 5 to 28 23 days, March रे तुम्हारा total 31 days and April रे तुम्हारा 18 days. So for total of 72 days the amount is invested. So हमारा time period कौन होला 72 days. But simple interest is always कौन तुमको number of years रे time period नबो. तो 72 by 365 years है ना, कहीं आमर रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट 9% पर एनम ही आउछ. तो तमर फार्मूला कोन हिजबो SI equals to 1400 into R, that is 9 into 9 into PRT, that is 72 divided by 365 PRT by 100. So this is the thing. So you will get 14 into 9 into 72 divided by 365. Get the answer over. I think something decimal is given, so we need to calculate this. Let's say 14 into 9 126 into 72 by 365. Roughly we can calculate 72 into 5 कितना होगा 72 into 5 is 360. Okay, this is almost 5 because options are given in decimal, so and this is very different 12.6 not nearby, so you can take the approximate value. So it is approximately 126 by 5, so it is approximately 25. 5 25 is, you know, 125. So 25 nearby जो answer that you can put without calculating fully, not required, because answers देखो बहुत difference है 12.6 25.2 36 and 63. So directly you can go for 25.2 is the answer. Okay, next. Acha, one more thing. I think February we are doing some mistake. February 5 to 28. Actually, it will be 28. 5 to 28. When you minus, देखो 5 to 28 माने total तो 23 है, but 23 तुम counting 23 plus 1 करिया पड़ियो. कहेंगे? Suppose 5 to 6 कितने days है? 5th को टहला, 6th को टहला, तो 2 days. तो 6 minus 5 plus 1 हमें करते. Suppose 5 to 7. Another example. कितना day है? 5 6 7 3 days. But हमें थोड़ा 7 minus 5 करते, it becomes 2. So you have to add plus 1 while you are counting this. So that is why this mistake we have done. This is 24 then. If become 24, then this becomes 73. If it becomes 73, this formula will become 73. If 73, अच्छा 73 है, then it is directly cancelled with 5. कहीं कि 73 multiplied with 5 कितना हो जाएगा? 73 multiplied with 5 is 365. Oh, directly it is getting cancelled. So exact answer आती है तुम्हारा 73 5. So 5. So answer will be same 25.2. But only this thing we have done a mistake, the counting part. So please take care. जितने बड़ भी count करचो end date minus initial date करी की plus 1 करिबो counting रे. ठीक है. The difference between simple and compound interest on a sum of money is 5% per annum for 2 years is okay. So this thing you remember a formula that in the first we didn't explain that. Difference between SI simple interest, and compound interest for 2 years equals to P R square by 100 square. This is the formula, very very useful. Otherwise, if you go by method, it will take a lot of time. So this is the difference you can remember. Difference between SI and CI for 2 years is P R square by 100 square. Okay. Difference between SI and CI for 1 year. आमे देखिले 1 year there is no difference. So answer is nil. Nil. Answer is 0. These two formula you remember. 2 years by hochi PR square by 100 square. 1 year hale you know it is there is no difference. SI jete interest generate heithibo compound interest bhi sete interest generate heithibo. Okay. Now you can use this formula. The difference between simple and compound interest on a sum of money देनी. So P R is given 5%, 5 square PR square by 100 square equals to 25. So answer will be P into 25. 100 square is 4 zeros, that is 10,000 equal to 25. 25 gets cancelled. So we will get P equals to 10,000. So answer for this question will be 10,000. This formula is very useful. Difference between SI and CI given more direct formula achi PR square by 100 square. So direct formula if you put PR square 25 wala 25 gets cancelled by, so answer is 10,000. So right answer for this question will be 10,000 is the principal amount. Next question. A sum of money becomes 4 times at simple interest in 10 years. What is the rate of interest? Okay. A sum of money becomes 4 times at simple interest easy, both easy, 10 years. So timeline you draw. Suppose more principal P thila, more total amount hela 4P, kete year re 10 years. Now you have to find the rate of interest. Total amount of formula kano principal plus interest PTR by 100, so that is given 4P. So PTR by 100 equals to 4P minus P equals to 3P. P gets cancelled. How is this? 10, T is given 10. 10 by 100 into R equals to 3. So R को तमें calculate power asle asbo 30. So answer is R is 30%. Direct formula you can put R equal to 30%. Nothing difficult. This question is easy one. Next question. A sum of money placed at compound interest doubles itself in 3 years. Compound interest देइछि double होछि केते वर्ष रे 3 years. In how many years it will amount to 8 times itself? एटा होछि compound interest question. So again draw the timeline always. This becomes very easy. P double माने 2P. In केते वर्ष रे 3 years. Out of scenario कौन दोछि P आको दरकार मते 8P in how many years? Similar question we have already solved, but that was for simple interest. एटा हमर होछि compound interest. We will see हमर formula use करके we will see how to solve it. Then we will use the shortcut. जेमते हमें simple interest को करथले. First let us put the formula. The compound interest formula कौन? Total amount is P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. So for the first scenario, total amount 2P. 2P equal to P into 1 plus R तो not given, but time देइछि 3 years. So you can say 1 plus R by 100 cube, a P gets cancelled equal to 2. You can get that much from this question only. From this scenario, 1 plus R by 100 to the power Q equal to 2. Aku solve kariya kisi darkar. If you solve, it will be very difficult because tomorrow powers achi 3 powers. Now come to the second part. Same formula. Total amount ke tab it darkar 8P. 8P equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. So तमें कौन कर दो 8P cancel. So 1 plus R by 100 to the power T equals to 8. Now how to solve this? Okay. देखो मते एटे 8 अछि जदी आकु मु बोथ साइड क्यूब करछि क्यूब both side तो एटा कोन 1 plus r by 100 to the power 3 to the power 3 equals to 2q है ना ताको बोथ साइड मु ये 3 पावर 3 नले काहे मते 8 दरकार 8 मु जानि छी 2 क्यूब 8 is 2 cube सेति में मु लिखिली there is not no other meaning okay so you can say this thing you can say 1 plus r by 100 to the power 9 equals to 2q that is 8 are you getting 1 plus r to by 100 to the power 3 equal to 2 थिला जदि cube both side कली मोर 1 plus r by 100 to the power 9 equal to 8 हला now what I will do I will replace this thing here so एटा मोर कोन हेजिबो 1 plus r by 100 to the power t equals to 8 माने कोन 1 plus r by 100 to the power 9 now if you compare both left hand side and the right hand side it to 1 plus r by 100 so it will be 1 plus r by 100 then t becomes 9 yes t becomes 9 yes so this is so compound interest question if you use the formula sometimes the figures as such it will become very bit difficult for you to deal with the formulas and all but we will see how to solve this question also logically jimti ame simple interest karthile okay so hope it is you are getting this let me erase everything then we will restart this explaining in a easier manner ठीक है so let me again put this one 3 years thila p hela 2p mate p dachi 8p how many years this is compound interest nature कौन से सब बेले ग्रोथ हबो ग्रो करबो है ना सो सपोज फर्स्ट 3 इयर्स रे से डबल हला नेक्स्ट 3 इयर्स रे जति की अछि तार आउ डबल हे जो नेक्स्ट 3 इयर्स रे आउ डबल हे जो यू विल सी देखो 3 इयर्स रे तमरो हला p हला ट्वाइस 2 टाइम्स एनदर 3 इयर्स रे कोन हबो एट जेतिक थिला 2p तार पुनी डबल हेजबो 2 into 2p that is 4p another 3 years रे कोन हबो 4p थिला तार डबल हेजबो 4p multiplied to 2 that is 8p and this is what we require से पता से 8p केबे हबो हमर आसी गेला 8p सिंपल कैलकुलेशन करला पर सो 8p हेबे पे मते केते इयर्स ला 3 years 3 years 3 years 3 plus 3 केते 9 years so you can directly put the answer as 9 years no need to do such calculations जोड़ा हमें previously करते okay so this is the logical way of solving this question simple interest my method अलगा थिला compound interest my अलगा अछि you revisit both the things then you will understand now this is the question divide 3000 rupees into two parts so that simple interest on the first part for 2 years at 6% per annum may be equal to simple interest on the second part for 3 years at 8% per annum okay so कौन कराई छी से 2000 total 3000 rupees से divide करची in two parts गोटे part investment करिची certain number of years certain rate of interest another part he has invested another rate of interest and another time period let us see 3000 two parts let's say know first part is x second part is y first part को से कौन को so that 6% per annum in 2 years invest करची 6% per so r is 6 t is 2 okay second part कौन होची r is 8% and time period is time period is 3 years 3 okay and both the parts is simple interest same goes तो एटा को हमें ले जिबा simple interest 1 first part रो कौन हबो ptr by 100 p into t into r by 100. So that is P कौन नहीं था X नीचे. We have taken, let the amount is X. X into time period 2 R is 6 by 100. अच्छा simple interest 2 कौन हबो? Again PTR by 100. It P के touch P I have taken Y principal amount. So Y into time period is 3 into 8 by 100. Now they are saying this simple interest 1 and simple interest 2 both are same, okay, equal. So you can just put SI1 equals to SI2. So X multiplied with 2 into 6 by 100 becomes Y multiplied with 3 into 8 by 100 gets cancelled. Okay, 2 4 ja, 3 2 ja, 2 2. Okay, so X equals to 2Y, so that becomes X by Y equals to 2 by 1. So ये जो X and Y 2:1 ratio रे divide है ना, तो तमर कौन होची X by Y 2:1. So 3000 को you are dividing in the ratio of 2:1. तो हमरो ए 2 part टा कौन होगा? Again the ratio proportion concept you can put 2 by 2 plus 1 into 3000 and one part कौन हो 1 by 2 plus 1 into 3000. तो एटा केते आसबो 2000 rupees. एटा आसे तुमरा 1000 rupees. So right answer, the first part will be 2000 and the second part will be 1000 rupees. Okay, so this is the question you can solve very easily. Okay, but you have to divide in this way, do the calculations very neatly. For any question in quantitative aptitude, neat calculation is the most important criteria, because if you get clumsy, you will get forget the formulas, you will get stuck up, so many issues will come. So always do the calculations very neatly. If something you are doing a mistake, just cancel, cut it out, then you start with a new calculations. Okay. Okay, so this is the questions of today. We can close it here. So far we have discussed the concept, the formulas, and few questions. Next class we will see if we can discuss further or any one more new topic that would be important for you, that we can discuss. Okay, thank you very much for attending the sessions. Okay. Thank you.